Alright, welcome to False newest video. It's not gonna be a roll of one, it'll be more of a discussion one. It's entirely not up to my it's not up to me having to obligate myself to get into this, but I need to get myself into this. I'm just really interested in what's going on, and it kind of shows something that you don't expect to happen but went down before. Elon Musk's breakdown on his own platform, and Nasman Gold and Quin. Something went on. You can go look into this. Search out Quin 969 TV's video on Elon Musk faking his own gameplay. It's one of the more timid things that you could fake, but still something that, unless like you have this much money to your disposal, why would you use it? And why would you want to fake playing a video game? Look, it's as simple as me just saying it. Just look at this video. Just like, man, YouTube, take this as a reaction video.
Get mad at fucking anything, dude. I don't need anybody defending my gaming abilities. I do suck at a lot of video games. It's not really a big deal.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is.
Admission,
right?
How does he tweet so? Bro, bro, there ain't no way you get even 97 in the game if he's just tweeting this much, by the way. There's even if he didn't show how bad he was at the game or anything, and all you knew was just how much he tweets and what if it was in PoE, you'd be like, what's impossible? In this...
Yeah, especially because then he leaked his DMs. Funny thing, and Elon Musk, during this recording, another thing just came up like less than 17 minutes ago. Elon Musk was showing the DMs of him between Asmongold, and just so y'all know, one of the room rules on his own platform is to not publicly show somebody else's DMs on your own tweet, which Elon Musk violated on his own platform. But there's a difference. I know that one of them owns the platform, one of them doesn't, and Asmongold can only do so much before that this thing goes and breaks down. I don't know. I just don't know as much anymore. I'm just gonna say is that he's looking really stupid and he's acting like a man child at the moment. Even me just knows I'm like look, even I know that Elon Musk has a sort of background, but a minimal though he's a privileged motherfucker who's faked a damn ton amount of things on the internet, faked a damn ton amount of things in front of his investors just to get impressions, and people that literally sit for this motherfucker online, constantly trying to defend him with any singular point possible. And just as they tried doing that, it doesn't take us much effort to prove why they're wrong, but we're not here for that. And it seems that Elon Musk now, after leaking that, he has a meltdown, right? Then I'm gonna click on this video, which came out very recently. This video also will come out very recently. Okay, I'm gonna scroll down and hide my screens for a bit, and then skip the ad. Watch.
As a worm, I like to shoot spitballs and throw tomatoes at from time to time because he is a jaw-droppingly
spit on that thing,
embarrassing specimen of pure cringe that it is impossible to fight.
So you all know, for the matter of fact, I'm gonna link the video to that exposed Elon Musk. And this is not even the first time he's been exposed to something, which is even more concerning. But that, I don't know, these people these days are just gonna make any sort of reason to try to defend this guy at this point. They've been doing it for a long time. They still did it now. 4 years in, they still did it now. And one of the worst things that Elon Musk could ever do is fake playing a video game, especially fake playing it, but then claiming world class in a video game known for people tryharding that shit of a game. Path of Exile, 40 to 50 hours a stream just to get on top. He is a level 98 as of currently, but he fell down from the stage. There's specific maps that you gotta do, complete tasks, gain armors, replace them, find them. There's a market for this entire place, whatever. Quin can explain it to you. And Elon Musk at the current moment, just so y'all know, he's getting community noted to the Strat Oblivion by his own platform. Just so y'all know how this is going.
He's not like this meatball-shaped man. He is not for free speech like they like to hype up.
By the way, so all y'all know, Elon Musk is not one for freedom of speech.
He is someone that is firmly against it in almost every single instance. Like, he personally banned the word cis. He actively bans things that hurt his feelings. And today, I think, is a great example of that, and hopefully will be a mask-off moment for a lot of people.
Here's another thing. He also banned that word. I'm not gonna say that word, because unlike Charlie, I don't have a lot of viewers, so I won't say and risk getting a warning from YouTube. I'm just gonna say that word is what Elon Musk seemingly was offended by on his own platform and took his own power to ban of, while also propping his entire page with people engineered to try to make his account boosted on his own platform, which is really fucking stupid in my own account. And I wouldn't even do that myself. Look at me, I'm 7 years in, I don't boast anything of mine. I just pay for members to come in, roll in by hiring a guy to invite them en masse. New people to join my Discord server you can join for free in the links in the description below. Elon Musk doing worse. He's faking a game, he can't even do it properly. And I feel like something's going on even worse, where the account that he's using utilized a very fishy manner of selling items by probably doing RDM. So you all know, real currency is exchanged during the account creation, his account creation that he's on. Like Elon's map, all these other signs of things going on. He's breaking down Twitter. He can't even prove Asmongold wrong on the spot. And Gold's trying to, he went from like, really, what are you doing, Elon Musk? Elon Musk went and attacked Asmongold as editors. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that. All YouTubers at one point when they're able to afford editors will hire an editor. He exactly did that. Asmongold has editors. That's what they're there for. He can't just go, I'm gonna post on 6 different level motherfucking pages at the same time. He can't do that. He has people that have to do that for him. He's a guy. He knows how to use his resources. Look at you, Elon Musk. You do the same thing. You have people hired by you do things for you that you can't just do on your own. That is true. Look at the mega factories that you build. I don't think that he can say that and say, oh, his Twitter is look, Asmongold controls his own account. He controls his own actions. The editors are there to distribute everything that he does. Just like me, I distribute everything I do. If I had an editor, I would tell them to edit my video like this. And I'm editing myself though, I don't have an editor. And I tell them, please do that for me. And I'd love to, and I'd pay them. You pay other people that do things. And what's even more worse is that you pay people, or he must have, and very proven that he's definitely boosted and has faked everything on this game account of the Exile. Probably Diablo as well, the one he reported on saying that he was very good at too. And he's faking that, and one of the lowest things you can do is fake a game. And it's even worse. This is a man with the richest person arguing with a guy who's been doing World of Warcraft for 20 plus years. And you're trying to bring up an argument with this guy and Charlie and anybody who gets in your way. That's not the thing to do. That also is considered a very organized campaign of hate towards somebody by trying to say mean things about Asmongold online to try to gather acceptance and agreements from people who know no better than you, who are more stupid and would agree to everything you say. So he's trying to look for I guess he wants to feel validated, I guess.
People and open their eyes to the fact that this is not a guy who's for free speech. And
he's also gathered with Donald Trump as well.
I'm pretty sure he means cis as in like cisgender, because it's a slur.
And yes, some people would perceive it as a slur, and I don't. But Elon Musk seemingly does so. He does whatever he wants, I guess. He can do that and get away with it. He can do that and nobody would do anything.
What is I keep hearing about this H1B take? Was this some sort of virus? H1Z1? I don't know enough to know if he had a bad take or a good take. Although, by the sounds of it, Asmongold and Moist as clowning on him for this H1B thing.
Yeah, they definitely did. He did another stupid thing recently with MasterCard, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a Visa thing, just like what Japan's doing.
He doesn't want to know you. He doesn't want to employ you. He wants the cheapest labor, and he wants everyone to be constantly fondling his sack and being really, really nice to him because he's our special boy.
Yeah.
Basically.
So, what I want to talk about today is what I think should be a very clear example of how Elon uses his power and where he actually stands on free speech. He is having a textbook crash out over gaming.
Yep, crash out on gaming.
A beautiful video that's breaking down the fact that Elon...
I saw this video, very lovely video. I'll link it all to you in the link in the description down below. I'll link the this reaction. I'll link this video and the previous video I showed you on the screen, and then I'll do that because I know YouTube would want me to credit people, and I would credit people. Here's the channel. Here's this. I'm gonna show you I'm gonna do the previous video for that video. This video will be seen as a commentary video, so YouTube, before you say about anything to do with reusing content, this isn't reusing content. I'm pausing and leaving my own reaction and making sure that when I leave a reaction, it's more than the video that you're seeing here on screen. And I also show the name of the channel, so you can come at me for that, YouTube, because last time they came at me for use content when I see people do this every constant time. Look at people use this Vosh, this Asmongold reacts to stuff too, and he gets monetized. So don't even try. Don't even.
Musk
Don't even
is
need to.
not the one
Don't
who
even.
piloted his Path of Exile 2 account to
video.
the top of the
Good
leaderboard.
SKC doesn't
When you
barely
finish that
leave in a
video,
reaction.
I recommend you watch the whole video. It will be very clear, beyond a shadow of a doubt, Elon Musk was not the one who actually got the account to where it was. He instead gets permission from the boosters to play on it and flex it for his Twitter streams. He didn't know the very basic
He didn't know the basic functions. Same.
fundamentals of the game. However, I will say that his catastrophe of a stream while trying to show how great he is at gaming.
Oh, so you all have an idea what he's talking about. His streams are unbearable. He has audio. He's a man with this much. You wanna know how much he has? It could fill my apartment multiple times if you were to put out his money, how much money he has in the comparison, like physical size, so you know how much that is. He can't even bother making a proper setup, using a proper setup for streaming at all. And I'm like, yeah, he's busy, but even worse, he then tries to fake a game while doing this at the same time. He can't even properly stream. He can't do a game. He tries to snack. He tried to snack and remove somebody's, I don't know, verification blue check mark online, which is Asmongold. You saw what happened on like Twitter X. I'm gonna call it Twitter. He proceeds overnight to remove and add Asmongold's blue check mark and game mark repeatedly over and over. Trying to beat Asmongold and whatever the fuck he's trying to do, and nothing's happening. Elon Musk is just breaking down, and all the streams, as you all know, are still public. You can go check them on his own page. Elon Musk has them right there for you, with in like the shreddiest quality possible. Even me, I'm supposed to be the shreddiest content possible at a certain quality level. I'm average to above average, and even I know that equipment. There's a guy reacting called the Chill Zone. This gun guy, he reacts and he knows physics, so, and he also does content and plays Path of Exile. He does it. I don't play Path of Exile enough, but I am educated on it to know what the fuck I'm talking about, because I looked into it, so I know what the fuck they're talking about. And he is acting like a child online right now, and also messing with his administrative powers to try to get a point across and feel validated by people who literally praise him and sent for him in any way possible. Like, this is actually concerning.
Elon's not a real man, bro. He ain't a real man. All right.
He ain't a real man.
That's
That's the best thing he can pick up for this. See, y'all
It was
know.
enough to make me get back into grinding Path of Exile 2, because I've been slow rolling it for a while. I was still on
Log
full
in.
difficulty, but then watching Elon the bumbling buffoon try and play Path of Exile was like actual rage bait to get me
Log
to go back
in.
in and grind hard. So now I'm up to tier 3 waystones in the end game. It's so fucking fun.
Oh shit! Yo, this is good.
Pretty good.
publicity for
That's
me.
pretty good.
Dude, Elon is actually pseudo helping PoE by just trying to cheat in PoE. He's making people play PoE.
Yeah. Besides that, looking at the other way, in a more expanded mindset, he's kind of exposing Path of Exile to new people who might have not known exactly, and they're like, what is Path of Exile? Like me, for example, although I knew what Path of Exile was before already, I just simply didn't visit it again until this ridicule online.
Log in.
But anyway, I'm getting sidetracked. The point is, Elon Musk knew nothing about the game. It was very clear. And the big thing about it wasn't even that he had someone boosting his account for him. It's that he was just in this complete denial and trying to convince people that he is the best gamer alive. Like, this game's a little too easy. I'm on max difficulty, swagged out mode, and I'm just kind of breezing through it because I'm just that good at games, that kind of thing.
He legitimately, unironically, as no meme, said the game. His biggest criticism of the game was it's too easy.
That's his biggest criticism of the game, by the way, so y'all know.
I'm not even kidding. It's unfortunate that didn't actually make it in the main cut, but that's genuinely a thing that he said. Okay, after doing his
Yes,
max,
after Elon Musk tried to, while he was faking this entire thing, he said the game was too easy, or like this is the hardest mode possible, and called like maps, levels, or rounds. He couldn't properly defeat a raid boss. He couldn't properly use his flasks. Just so y'all know, professional players can. Oh, well, what do you think they are named? What are they named supposedly? Professional players. He didn't do any of the most simple functions, and to the point where Quin pointed out in some video of his that I want to link down in the description, the proof that he's faking a lot of things. It literally shows that he doesn't get basic things right. He doesn't do it right. He shows all the basic things in game that you learned during the campaign and Path of Exile too, and it's very, I don't know anymore.
He went into Elon's maps, did his maps on his boosted guy, had no idea what was going on, talking about meditating before a battle, just spam clicking the wrong thing, doing all that. He then went on to say, my biggest criticism for the game is it's too easy.
I don't know anymore.
His reluctance to just be honest about, like, hey guys, I like this game. I don't have time to grind it, so I paid these people to grind it for me, so that way I can get to the end game and, you know, play the content I want. It wouldn't have blown up to this degree. I still think that would have been a little silly, and people would have still absolutely made fun of him for it,
Yep.
to a lesser degree. What's the point? Why are you paying someone to boost your account? If you like the game, why not just play it on your own time?
Exactly what I said. Why don't you just play the game the normal way? It is so easy. You don't have even look. Even I'm gonna show humility. Elon Musk. It's okay. You do not have to do that. It's where you look, because Elon Musk took it the wrong way, and he's doing the wrong things right now. He's not doing anything to even calm down the situation. He's doing every single wrong thing possible to do this. He's doing everything to like put down anybody that tries to criticize him at the moment. He could have just played the game normally, at least made himself look like a noob, and at least there would be people saying, okay, at least he's trying his best to play the game like a normal person. But he can't even do that. He goes out the way to fake it. He says terrible criticisms. He fakes things. He literally pays somebody, like obviously right now he's paying somebody to do it. And then proceeds that whenever somebody says that he's faking it, just like I feel like people are about to look into how he's faking Diablo. Yeah. He doesn't exactly put it off, and he doesn't mind a business. No, he's minding a business, and then trying to smash people for even talking about remotely about how he's faking the game. So when he fakes the game, suddenly it's getting on his nerves, and he's lashing out like a baby online. And it's kind of funny that he went from like talking about Donald Trump and literally going on his knees and slapping the buttons of like politicians. Now he went over to this entire thing where a Florida man and a man who plays Path of Exile repeat like for a long period of time has like even the most simple people where you think that be simple and live a normal more easier lifestyle, even people that you assume stereotypically would, are now criticizing Elon Musk, and they're not even wrong. And usually people are like, oh, they're not scientists, you can't talk about Elon Musk that way. That's really stupid. These people play games, they know what they're talking about, they stream, they know social media way better than Elon Musk. Elon Musk was there in the beginnings of social media. He doesn't even know how to do it properly. He fakes things, and he gets annoyed by people saying that he's faking things, and especially when they show evidence for it. He faked a lot of how he got his money. He faked a lot of investments. He faked a lot of the things he said online. He's faking a lot of things, and I see people still trying to defend this motherfucker. And look at me. I get sent. One thing about me, and it goes under the radar, and people give a shred about it, and suddenly I'm on attack. But look at Elon Musk do here, using his administrative powers, and I don't even know. I'm just gonna let this video go on. They know better. He leaks the DMs as well. He's breaking his own platform's rules too.
The reason is because he wants everyone to view him as God's gift to humanity. So like, I'm one of the best gamers. Check the stats. And he didn't achieve it. It wasn't him. When Quin made this video, it very much hurt Elon, because the gamers that he's trying to appeal to were privy to the fact that he's not the gaming god he claims to be.
Yep. Very simple.
So I knew he was going to have a comical response, but I didn't expect it would be this absurd. To set the stage for what happens next, Asmon and many others covered Quin's video, as well as other people's content talking about.
We're already 6 to 8 videos in. Let's see, 14 videos in. I'm recording. I didn't take anything. Or what's that? Yeah, I was recording a video. Why do you think I was talking to myself in third person?
You react?
Yes, to this, because it's Elon Musk is looking like a idiot online right now at the moment. He's decided to mess with the wrong people for the first time. I guess you can say that. You know what? I'm not cutting this out. I want to leave it for genuine reaction, because then people would think I'm posing this entire video. You're good. You're good though. You're good. He was asking me a question. Don't worry about that. That's my fault. It's my fault.
Asmon covered this. He talked about it.
It's canonically making himself like a dubious motherfucker though.
Today, Elon went on Twitter and had this to say. Asmund behaves
like a maverick, independent, but in reality, has to ask permission before he can do anything.
Before he can do anything.
Elon!
He's not his own man. He then leaked his DMs with Asmund.
And then he got community noted on his own platform. Look at that. Elon Musk seems to think Asmongold is an employee with editors overseeing him. That's incorrect. Asmongold's editors are actually his employees. They edit and upload his content for revenue share. They do not control what he does.
Where he said, this is Asmund, I'm gonna see if my
Also, the very fact that these come out publicly is a violation of X's rules, which guess who owns X? Elon Musk himself. So if this is either posted by him or his staff that also talked to Elon Musk on his own account, just so you all know, if this can't be their staff, this has to be Elon Musk himself doing that. So you all aware of that. The staff can't violate his own platform's rule, but he can.
And then Elon replies, sure. Who are these mysterious editors? He actually sounds like that news anchor.
Yes.
Who is this 4chan?
So dumb.
They did do that last time. Yeah, so I remember. And Charlie does reference something that really happened. There was a news there's a news reporter that reported on some website, and it's something to do with Japanese incident. I guess it was a train incident, and he's like, and they were like, so this like one, I wish I could say on YouTube. I'm just gonna say somebody did some harm to somebody respectively and got away with it, and the person perished to the fact that somebody pushed them to a train. It was a harassment campaign done on 4chan, and when the news reporter asked, they go, so what is this 4chan? Who is it? That's a website. That's a website. I'm just like there's like multiple times I've seen news reporters do that. Not to ridicule them. They don't know. They don't know.
Seems to be shocked by the
who are these mysterious editors?
This guy seems to be boofing on the daily. Like, how?
Elon,
What do you mean, who are these mysterious editors?
you were here before the internet was this big.
Holy shit.
You fit these.
As it explains, two guys links them, and then
Links
they
them?
basically run the entire YouTube account wall.
Yeah.
So basically, any content I post is edited or uploaded by them, and they can just get a cut of the ad rev. It's a super good system, to be honest. Almost everyone on YouTube does it.
Yep.
I mean, there's-
Yeah, almost everyone on YouTube all do this. When you can get editors, I already talked about this. You have editors who can do this for you. They merely distribute it. You could be your friends, it could be your cousin, it could be a person you hire on a third-party website which will edit videos for you professionally, maybe even personally for you, and you both trade, and you give a share of who cuts a cut. I don't know. I think what Elon Musk perceived it as, because he's such I guess he's a man of word who doesn't know what front he's talking about. I feel like what he thinks an editor is a person who edits and censors the news. I think that's what he thinks is an editor, rather than a guy who edits media content on a social media platform for video creation if it's either for themselves or a content creator that they're hired by.
Community note there, which says what should be obvious to anyone with a functioning frontal lobe.
Yeah.
Elon Musk seems to think Asmongold is an employee with editors overseeing him. That's incorrect. Asmongold's editors are actually his employees. They edit upload content for revenue share.
Yeah, Elon Gold was like, well, I feel like with this, Elon Musk, how he usually goes on power trips. He felt like his account was going to be removed. So Elon goes, okay, so I'm gonna see if I'm gonna have to get somebody to make my another account just in case you do that, Shrek. And well,
You don't control what he does.
you can't do that.
I just love that his own platform is roasting him under everyone's
Yeah.
own tweets.
His own platform. And this isn't the first time he's got ridiculed by his own platform.
It's actually hilarious. He's like owns the platform. He's just getting shit on by features that he's implementing, bro.
And Elon
Oh,
Musk proceeds to take away Asmongold's checkmark on Twitter. You remember that thing Elon was really adamant about? How checkmarks were kind of like weaponized? Hey, Elon, you're doing that. So, the free speech guy,
The free speech guy. Blue check mark, anybody?
you're taking away his checkmark
Yeah.
because he hurt your feelings,
There it is.
permanently shadow banning him, because without a checkmark, his replies and his engagement go way down and you won't really see it anymore.
Here we go again. Censorship. Free speech guy. Oh no, my emotions are hurt. I have the administrative power to remove your check mark, Asmongold. Really? Really? That's and look, Even crazier. He did this multiple times. His checkmark went away, came back, went away. Same for his gaming links.
You're shadow banning someone.
You're shadow
for
banning.
your feelings. Elon is just.
He had the good boy tag. Basically, you get these like
Fragile ego.
flags you as a gaming
False
guy.
ambition.
If you've got that, you get put into this whole algorithm where any sort of gaming related content, people that click on gaming stuff will get your tweets show up in their feed.
Yeah, yep. Elon Musk had Asmongold Gold had it, and it got removed.
He's punishing him, bro. He's
trying to-
him for being
he's
an
trying to
evil. You
patch
don't
up
say nice
everything
things about
and
Dead
hide it.
Elon. No.
That fucking sensitive. In fact, sensitive doesn't even really cover it. Like my cock gets sensitive when it gets sucked for too long. I'm like, ooh. But like that's sensitive. Elon has reached a new level of sensitivity
What?
I did not think was even achievable by a human being. It is just fucking flabbergasted by how soft he is. He has all the money in the world, but is beyond insecure to the point that I can't believe he's a real person. This has to be some kind of like
A joke, right?
Like going back to Johnny Harris's video showing how Elon Musk used to be some guy that you could look up to. Now it's like a guy you just look down upon. You go, I'm looking down on you. You look like the most retarded person I've ever seen. And I'm not gonna hold back my statement on that. And YouTube don't even bother to come for me because what he's doing is far worse than your system, which is on his own will remove people's word of mouth by suppressing them, removing that, and trying to do as much as possible to validate everything he's trying to do. And he's failing at every single corner. Every shortcut he's taking is not even going remotely close to the conclusion where he's winning anything at all from this.
Android protocol that's been sent
Yeah.
from space Redditors in order to see.
Yeah, Redditors agree with them.
Pushed.
Even crazy.
Come on.
Reddit
He's
moderators agree with
talking
this man.
about editors and then saying Asmon needs his editor's permission to post things. He lacks the fundamental understanding not only of Path of Exile 2, but
What we
of
might have said.
life.
Just like, bro, how are you actually this out of touch? Because it reminds me of like someone who's 85 years old and just kind of doesn't understand newer media.
Exactly.
But he's not even that old,
Yep.
right? And he runs a bunch of companies and presumably
Runs a bunch of companies. Just so you all know, he doesn't run all of his companies. He always fakes it. Not all of his companies are run by him.
is supposed to be on the pulse for like a bunch of different shit. So like, if he's consuming all this media, how would he not understand the basics of how that works? Like, Asmongold's a streamer. He says stuff on a stream. People cut it up, put it on YouTube. That like, I feel like anyone with room temp IQ can figure out how that works. Yet he's supposed to be this fucking smartest man alive. That's what he talks about.
Exactly.
The demons in my head. I'm so intelligent that there's just 500,000 voices all telling me to do things. I just have infinite ideas.
He is again. He is one of those people, and he can't even do this properly. Going back to the entrepreneurship I hear from people I know, stupid. He can't even look. What he's doing right now completely proves my point here. You cannot be good at everything just because you know technology. You need other people in this process. Also, same thing to what Elon Musk is doing here. You get carried by a bunch of model fellas out there. You get carried everywhere. Everywhere you go, you can't validate any of your reasons at this point. It's getting tiring. It's getting tiring. He's posing a figure. He can just do things in no way, and we will never say anything about it. Only just until now did he start making complaints about things.
Alright, if I have to, I'll reinvent the phone meta. I'll create the best phone you've ever seen. If I have to,
He doesn't know Shrek.
Cars. I've already reinvented rockets. If I need to, I will reinvent. Insert anything. Because I've watched a lot of Elon Musk interviews, shit. Let me tell you. That's what he says.
That's what he says.
believes.
Like,
And then it's like, okay, if he's that Giga 5, how come room temp IQ guys
Yeah.
can figure the basics of
Yeah.
what a fucking editor is?
It
Truly
doesn't.
mind-blowing. Truly insane.
I'm amazed myself.
Guys, I know.
Being. How can you even reach that conclusion? I mean, I know how he reached that conclusion because he is a turbo moron who can't like activate neurons and think. So he saw the word editor and made the assumption that it's like the editors that will oversee someone's work in the journalism sector, and he gets these dots, these breadcrumbs that he starts connecting from out of fucking nowhere about how well Asmon is actually just a pawn of his editors. That's not just wrong. That is just blatant misinformation.
Even worse, that's not the only misinformation he passed online.
He is actively engaging in misinformation, making it seem like as
Exactly.
they have master above him, these editors.
Exactly.
That he
And this isn't business. This isn't business. This goes to the very fundamental level of just gaming itself. This isn't business. Just like this comment says, a big retardation. It's not even a real word, and I'm agreeing with this comment here.
Miss Imbo, if even like the dumbest people on the planet are gonna understand he's wrong here, bro. Like, isn't it actually just a good thing that he's saying this retarded shit? Because I feel like this would allow
it proves it.
Like 75
it proves it.
Weeks, whatever Elon says. Right.
You not imagine how many times he's believed every single political ad. He's believed most basically anything I see on Twitter. That I see from I don't use it right anymore. I avoided it. I just see videos where people report on this, and he believes just about almost anything on Twitter related to public like politics, especially Republicans, and he's trying to force everything to go into oligarchy. You know, myself, I'm impressed. He did that. Somebody was still trying to defend him. And now look at this. He can't even properly do this gaming thing, right? He's trying to he's brewing up controversy to the point where even the content creators that I know are engaging on it. And they're not here to try to start drama. They're here to discuss how many mistakes he's doing.
He'd be like, Elon, wait, do you know that he doesn't, the editors like guys who just do YouTube videos, Elon? I mean, I'm not even kidding, right? I feel like it's a good thing. It's because who the fuck's gonna believe that?
He abuses his power to take away his checkmark. He is actively doing all of the things he says he is super against, and all of the people say that he hates and will never do. He does it. I don't see how a single Elon Musk nipple-suckling leech could see this and conjure up some kind of excuse for it. There's no mental gymnastics.
Exactly.
That you're talking about right
Not
now.
even this time.
There's so hundreds of them.
It's so lowly. Let me tell you.
Ask your boy Iron Miles Chong. Okay, he was doing it. Actually, I think that was even one of the catalysts for one of the most retarded tweets I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Elon himself was replying to that clown.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're there. They are not bots. They are genuinely people trying to rationalize what Elon's doing.
Yeah.
Honestly, maybe.
Look, I've seen people try to look. I've never seen more stupid people come up to me recently trying to say, "Oh, those are just bots." No, those are real felling people. I know all the comments I get. Those are real felling people. There's billions of humans on the planet. Please expect anybody to speak in any sort of matter. There are debunked felling retards online that I see that speak in certain ways, and I'm like, there's no way they really exist. They actually exist. They're real people. I keep hearing the most ambitious, most gleamed upon topic come about the dead internet theory. Shut the fuck up. There are billions of humans out there. They are different parts of the internet that you aren't in, and they know things that we don't, but that doesn't make them more smarter. And when they step into this, it looks even more concerning the amount of people who just aren't informed about things. I say, oh, I agree with Elon Musk here. What the fuck are you doing? You can't even do basic research.
They could be, but I don't think so. These guys like have profiles and they post stuff, and they just kind of vegan everything Elon does. If you click on these guys who are
that's real bots.
I mean, they kind of do look like bots. They kind of do act like bots. But I just don't think. I think that's you're coping, right? You don't understand.
Yep.
There are people on this earth that are genuinely that fucking dumb.
Yeah, they are genuine people that are that fucking dumb.
With straight up evidence of something being the case or true, and they're still going to deny it because it would ruin their worldview.
Exactly.
Their daddy being wrong about something, right?
Those people will go all as far as they can possible to try to not be wrong. Try to literally make everything they say credible and validated, validating at all. It's stupid.
Be honest, it's just dude,
once they do that, they try to disqualify your opinion and try to put you down so they can make you feel bad about it. Even though what they just said was very, very obvious to the point where you know they're obviously wrong. And you're like disappointed why you gave them attention at all, which is me at times where I'm like, why did I spend my time on this? I should have probably just left it by. Because sometimes people are just too dumb to even learn from their own mistakes. And that's something that he said. You don't fall down, you fell up. You fell up. You don't fell down. He fell down, now fell up. If you know what I mean.
This exists, exactly.
That could possibly exist. to justify this behavior.
Elon,
It's the epitome
vegans exist.
of everything people hate. It's cringe. It's sensitive. It's an abuse of power. His feelings got hurt, so he used his power as the
Yep.
fucking chief general of Twitter to take away his checkmark because he hurt his feelings. And then he goes on to leak DMs. How could
How
you?
would that cool have gone, actually? I'm just thinking about that. He, like, calls a guy, it's like, all right, no, I'm cool. All right, just talking to the head of X. Yeah, we're gonna need to remove Asmongold's gaming tag. We're gonna need him to remove Asmongold. He's not a gamer. He's not a gamer. I'm a better gamer than him. He's not a gamer. Why has he got the
That's basically what I think he probably said to them.
gaming tag?
And he probably
We
did
need to
it.
remove that now because all he does is talk about drama and it's not even gaming. Okay? And he's bad at computer games.
I bet
Alright,
they did
I'm
that.
way better. Alright, so therefore he should have that's what it would have gone down like. 100%. He would have rang up the guy and he would have been egoing out to the dude on the phone on X about how he's baby raging, and then oh, I mean, Elon, that's gonna look super hypocritical. It's gonna look bad, Elon.
I don't even disagree. I don't even think that's far off from what actually happened. The only way you can remove that is by basically requesting that they remove it. It's not a bot. That is manually done. So he must have done that. You know what? And to make a joke and make it very lighthearted rather than making it too dumb, like really damn serious, and just to make the line up the movie. Let's just assume that's what he probably did in a role-playing comedy sense.
Are you sure you want to do this?
Yeah, sense.
No, he's not a gamer. I'm a better gamer than Asmongold. He is not allowed to say mean things about me. No. That's what it was. That's legit.
He probably said that. Oh no!
Elon was in the right here. Like, let's say you just love Elon. You know what? I'm not your dad. You can like whoever you want, like whatever you want. Doesn't matter to me. But why do you have to like something and then love everything they ever do? Why can't you be more receptive to, like, you know, I really like Elon, but this was a bad look. I didn't like what he did here. I think this was pretty embarrassing.
Yep, look at it
That's all being normal.
Yep.
For some reason, people just can't be normal anymore. If you like something, you have to be obsessed with it. You have to fucking love it.
Yep.
You have to be like snorting.
He's not wrong.
Drunk.
Recently, you're obsessed about anything or even like anything that doesn't make you normal. You have to learn to have more standard. Open your eyes. Do not just take in everything that they say to heart and then just say that, oh, well, it's definitely right. Everything they say is right and I'm not going to reject it. There's people like him who live with people, work with people who cannot say no. They say no. They go away. It's bye-bye. It's a complete joke. Then this gets by. Just so you know, this gets by some people. Some people who, okay, so here, in scenarios where like, the clearly person doesn't know who you are, and you suddenly agree with them, like Taylor Swift fans, when they do that, they come at people a certain route. And that means that they're smarter than you. No, that's just because they like Taylor Swift. No, fell off. Look, you have to be able to be at least open to at one point, and maybe the person that you're trying to analyze, maybe you're a fan. Now, I don't have an idol, or I'm not inspired by anybody, but for those who do, they'd go, I'm not gonna criticize them ever. No, I can do this. People who I know, I'd go at them. I know that they've done things wrong before, and they've done things right and wrong before. I know when to stop saying something and go, okay, maybe they're doing something wrong, and I'm gonna go, oh, maybe. No, I'm gonna be very upfront about it and say, they said something wrong. I shouldn't be very supportive of that. That doesn't mean they're evil forever. They just did a mistake. He's doing here, and he's continuing with it. He can't even fight back against it. He's failing at everyone, and now his own platform's against them. So he's doing he's taking every wrong turn, and it's not leading anywhere from. He's not winning anything from this.
Final Fantasy 14 Andes, bro. Don't even get me started with those guys. It's called. There's a discrete. What you're talking about here is this group is a cult following. Okay. It's called toxic positivity.
This might
all right. Now I don't know if necessarily
rent free in your mind.
See, the thing is, I don't think that necessarily is the same mechanic what he's describing. I feel like the Elon fanboys are like more. Elon noticed me. Elon is my god. Elon can't do anything wrong. Yeah, I feel like that though. It's almost a different vibe. But no, what he's describing is a real mechanic, and it does happen. And for sure, there are probably the people out there who like basically worship the guy, and will defend him regardless. He'll just say the most
Yeah.
heinous thing possible, and they're gonna be like honest dick, bro.
Constantly and shut out and hate everyone who pokes holes in it. It's so weird. I don't know why people want
Yeah, they do that every time. Again, I'm back at the same point. They don't understand when to research before saying something. A lot of them don't, especially the ones that make them look more less reliable and less credible whenever they start using AI images to try to back up their points and make really flat surface level responses with no research and actual factual evidence behind. Those statements go into our ears and leave the other side because of how absolutely these days. It's really
They
disgusting.
just want like the black and white. Elon good. Anyone who said Elon not good, they're bad. Elon good. I don't know why people
Tribal.
want that.
Very
No one likes to
simple-minded
think
people.
Anymore, and with
Binary.
the way the internet's gone, you don't have to think anymore. You can just wait for tweets to tell you what to think, or even Chat GPT.
Exactly, ChatGPT.
I guess it's just easier to live your life on like drooling autopilot mode. But I would argue that you are doing yourself a huge disservice in life if you just live this way, where even if you really like Elon, whatever, why not just be receptive to the idea that he's not infallible? Maybe
It's basic levels of critical thinking.
Yep.
Really, it's just we're talking basic levels of critical thinking.
Basic levels of critical
analyzing
thinking.
each situation.
Some people can't even do that, as you all know. Some people literally can't even do that. To this day, I have people who can't even do that, and they straight up start going. They resort to bullying and harassment as a reason for doing that, saying that I have an egotistical mindset just because I said a singular constructive criticism of what they're doing is wrong, because it is true. But they can't accept it, so they go into that, and I just like, I'm just gonna drop it. I'm not gonna bother with this. You've wasted my time, and I'm not doing it, not dealing with it. I have to do that to people at times, and it's very rare. At times, I usually continue until they crack, but not this. For times where it's just so ridiculous, I'm just like, I can't bother with this. I'm not dealing with this. I'm just gonna drop it down. You think whatever you think. I'm not bothering with you anytime soon, anymore, not a long time, because sadly those people exist. So, and it's not just for Elon Musk. This happens for basically any celebrity out there. They have people that are like this, and they're stuck up with them that they can't take anybody criticizing their idol to a degree where even they resort to doxing and sending threats to people because they criticize their idol. Even arguing with the people in person as well. Some people that are local who disagree with each other, and then they start getting into arguments in public just trying to prove why their idol is right, even though what they're saying is completely ridiculous.
I don't that this is a thing that I yap about quite often. And this obviously goes back to politics and a lot of other things, but no, you should look at a situation and not look to someone else as to what you should think. You should look and be like, what do I like about this or not like about this? Is this let me zoom out and like think about it. Let me introspect and think, is this a good thing? This is aligned with what I believe, right? Not like, oh, this guy said good, so therefore good, or this guy said bad, so it's just dumb as fuck, right?
Exactly.
It's just basic levels of critical thinking.
Basic levels of that. Even worse, some people still to this day try to comment for, oh, you believe everything you see on the internet. Shut the hell up. Just stop. Just stop. Look, I've seen more than you did. At times, at the point, look, I confront people for like the smallest things, like things like attacking my channel, my family. I do that. But when it's about the internet, I just go, think whatever you think. I'm not dealing with this. If you think that I believe everything I see on the internet, just know that I'm one of the most like skeptic, like biggest skeptics on the internet, where I literally question everything I see on the internet, so I know what I'm looking at. Things when I'm streamlined with it and I'm fine and it's smooth with me, and I start to agree with what they're saying. Just so you know, not because I agree with everything they're saying, it's because what they're talking about actually happened, actually recorded evidence of the very thing they're talking about is there. This entire thing isn't because I agree with what they're talking about. It literally, at the moment, up to this video recording on January 16, 2025, this very thing is happening right now. All the things I mentioned about Elon Musk's scandals and frauds can be searched on in the internet, and you find many online, numerous, that can be proved. And at times people ask me for evidence on the spot, And they don't realize how much actual time that takes to pull up all of that so I can show it to you, because some people like to glean the shred out of things and hide as much as scummy behavior possible so that the person looks as clean, so that you don't have anything and you can't say anything against them. Look at how many times Elon Musk has censored any of his criticisms, criticizers online, just to show you for an example.
He does make mistakes. Maybe he is cringe sometimes.
He's cynical.
And you can acknowledge that, recognize that, and then at the end of the day, still like him if you want. It just doesn't compute with me. And of course, it's not exclusive to Elon. It's a very normal
Bro,
thing.
his best he's describing is literally me, by the way.
Yeah.
He's literally describing me. I think Elon's a massive fucking clown when it comes to this whole gaming scenario. I think he's a massive ego Andy. And I think he makes a clown of himself constantly all the time. But, okay, big but here. I like Starlink a lot. I use their shit a lot. I enjoy the Tesla Powerwalls.
Yeah.
I think overall Tesla as a company has been net positive in terms of electrifying cars. Okay,
Yep.
so then we can
Yep.
start, if nothing's electrified, well then there's no point having renewables because you need it to be on electric for you to have renewable energy. So overall for the world, it's pretty good that being normalized.
Again, that's what I'm saying. You could think that all of these can make this entire person evil, but at the moment, Elon Musk has been dropping constant L's, and it's not been looking good for him recently. It's been just completely shattering his image in front of the mainstream and even the more obscure audience and the more isolated audiences online. So I'm just gonna say there are things that you could be great doing, but that doesn't make you safe from criticism. You can't assume that just because you do that you're good at everything. Just like when I do things, that doesn't mean I'm good at everything. I'm good at many things, not everything. So if I do mistakes, I go, okay, Phil, I messed up. Sure. And I'm not gonna go and start attacking the person all of a sudden and using my administrative powers to remove their speech powers online and reveal their DMs and shit. I don't even do that. So it shows you how far it's taking it, and this happened in less than a week, just so y'all know.
Right, so that's why you can think. I do think Elon's a massive clown, bozo, idiot, right? And he's acting like a complete fool right now. But overall, I mean, whatever he's doing at his companies, you could say he does nothing, right? You
Yeah.
say he does nothing, but he's clearly doing something, right?
Something, but not everything.
It is net positive.
Yeah.
What I can tell. It is net positive. I'm literally his guy describing.
Yeah.
Now, all of a sudden,
Again,
where
he doesn't do
if you like
everything.
something or like
He does
something,
some things.
Anything that is brought up that's negative about it is like the end of the world to you, and then you spend hours a day arguing with bots on Twitter about it and defending the thing you like. I just don't get it. Elon Musk, I think, is just the best example of this phenomenon because his fan base does PR for him as if it's their actual job. Like, they are professional PR drones for Elon that he doesn't even have to pay, because they're in the trenches every single minute of every single day, suckling on him, arguing on his behalf, shutting down any criticisms against him. It's just so embarrassing.
Go into his live chat when he's streaming. The messages you read there are so pathetic.
Yep.
And you'll think
Yep.
they're bots, but I don't think they are. They are real people.
Yep.
In real life.
Real
You
people.
Look at their profile. They've got like a job.
They are real people and bots. So you all know. Just like I show speed bots in streams at times. Some people, some streamers do that, and they bot things. And then look, I know how many would fire their own editors for things. This thing doesn't go under their head. We look at everything they do.
They're a person, and they're just sitting there saying.
But most of them are people.
Such a visionary.
Real people.
Oh yeah, and it's just people just sending for him because that's
Yeah.
who he surrounds himself with.
The
Right?
literal
And that was just how he became
NPC
so delusional,
behavior.
So fucking sad and pathetic, right?
literal NPC behavior.
That's surreal, which is just not good. Which is why it's good that people he respects, or at least like Asmongold, for example, are calling him out, and he's having a little temper tantrum because maybe after he's finished tantruming, after he's taken over the check mark, and after he's done all this, maybe he'll do some introspection and look in the mirror and be like, man, maybe I am being left out.
Exactly.
Hopefully, dude. Oh my god. Do you know who can save Elon? I just thought about it. Joe motherfucking Rogan.
Yep.
If Joe Rogan sees an Asmongold short on Instagram, he will believe it. Okay? And he'll get Jamie to pull that up.
Yep.
After Jamie pulls it up,
We gotta get Joe Rogan on it. Wait. Actually, I felt that was gonna happen. We had Joe Rogan completely glaze Elon Musk's game thing right before back then. We had Joe Rogan make a lot of mistakes in his podcast back then. He's not saying he's evil though. It's just small mistakes he does, but at times some of the mistakes are a lot more long-term inducing than normal. So yeah, actually, not to think about it now, like right now, that would be actually one of the better, most interesting things you can do right now. Get him on this. Actually, get him in on this.
He's gonna have to hit up Elon and be like, Elon, I saw this thing and it's true because it was on Instagram Reels. Okay.
Yeah.
And then boom, Elon's gonna be like, and then Joe's gonna be like, why you doing that, bro? It's cringe, dog. Just a computer game, bro. Just a computer game, bro. Not a big deal. You're like a billionaire. Super successful. And Elon's
That's exactly what I feel like he's gonna say. And I don't even think Elon Musk is gonna pull up with it or even pay attention at all. I don't even think he's even gonna approach it. I don't think they're gonna do that. It might be something that Joe would do.
and then
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
that's it. That's literally Joe Rogan can fix Elon Musk. Let's hope someone start reposting Asmongold's shorts onto fucking Instagram right now. Okay, get it on there so Joe gets it. So Joe gets it on his feed, bro.
We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna tell you all what happens in the future.
Tag Joe Rogan.
Subscribe to the channel, by the way, my channel, and I'll link these videos in the description.
Almost as embarrassing as Elon himself. So yeah, anyway, I had to talk about this because what an incredible response from Elon to just take away Asmon's check mark and then leak his DM where he completely misunderstands that editors aren't like his overseers. It's so
He's such an idiot.
I can myself. I tried to hold my last so that YouTube doesn't accuse me of harassing somebody because of how bad it is.
Good video. Good video.
It's a good video.
It's hard to believe this didn't.
Alright, besides that, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the content, please leave a like on the video. And I'm really sad this is a longer video than normal. I'll try to cut as many silences as possible in the video so that you can get a clearer image of what I'm talking about in the video. I'll be editing this later and be posting it as a commentary video. Basically, this is a massive issue that's going on the internet. If you can look into it yourself on like X, it's going down on X right now at the current moment, as of now, January 16, 2025. Besides that, stay safe out there, and my name is Fish /Maggie the Prodigy, and I've been at this for 7 years, and I'll be ending the video with bye-bye.